everybody. Absolutely insane. Can't wait to see, can't wait to hear Russell Wilson at the podium for the post-game press conference. We'll make sure you see that. As they literally did just enough to win, nothing more. No sacks for Watt today. But at the end of the game, he did come up with a couple of quarterback hits. Some quarterback pressures that were huge. Russell Wilson finishing 14 of 28 for 195 yards, 3 touchdowns. The interception, Jaylen Warren looked the best that he's looked all year. 66 yards rushing on 14 carries. Najee Harris was hemmed in today. 53 yards, 21 carries. Did have a rushing touchdown, though. They just did what they had to do, everybody. Survive, win, and advance. That's the name of the game. Steelers are 7-2. On to the next one. Ravens coming up. Oh my goodness, everybody. The wildness.
Boy, they can't get a break, can they?
The wildness.
They had some tremendous stretches in this game.
Of the National Football League. As Denver thought they had Kansas City dead to rights. Denver had a game-winning field goal lined up. A 35-yard field goal. The Chiefs block it. The Chiefs win. And by the hair on Andy Reid's mustache, the Chiefs are 9-0. They remain unbeaten. An ugly game there. Minnesota up late on Jacksonville trying to squeak out an ugly one. 49ers and the Buccaneers. Tampa just tied that game with 41 seconds to go. Buccaneers might have overtime for the second week in a row there. Falcons and the Saints are close. Bills are blowing out the Colts. New England having their way with Caleb Williams and the Bears. In this wild one here between the Steelers and the Commanders, where Pittsburgh, Jaylen Warren had the ball ripped out of his hands at the 1-yard line as he was about to get Pittsburgh in to take the lead. Handoff from the 1. Commanders get out to the 3-yard line with some breathing room. But my goodness, everybody, what games here in the NFL. Craziness all over the league, though. Craziness. Chiefs a wild finish. We're going to have a wild finish here between the Steelers and the Commanders. My goodness. A break there for Pittsburgh. Looks like the run out to the 10-yard line is going to be called back due to a hold. But everybody, it's been a weird game today. Jaylen Warren running the football. Russell Wilson only 12 of 25. Let's see if the Steelers can come back here. And we have a great game on Sunday Night Football tonight with the Lions and the Texans. Great day of football